Henry William Dalgliesh Cavill, /KAV-əl, born May 5, 1983, is a British actor. He is known for his portrayal of Charles Brandon in Showtime's The Tudors, 2007 to 2010, DC Comics character Superman in the DC Extended Universe, 2013 to 2022, Geralt of Rivia in the Netflix fantasy series The Witcher, 2019 to 2023, and Sherlock Holmes in the Netflix film Enola Holmes, 2020, and its 2022 sequel. Cavill began his career with roles in the feature adaptations of The Count of Monte Cristo, 2002, and I Captured the Castle, 2003. He later portrayed supporting roles in several television series, including BBC's The Inspector Lynley Mysteries, ITV's Midsomer Murders, and Showtime's The Tudors. He has since appeared in other films, such as Tristan and Isolde, 2006, Stardust, 2007, and Immortals, 2011. Following his international breakthrough as Superman, he has starred in the spy films The Man from U.N.C.L.E, 2015, and Mission: Impossible, Fallout, 2018. Early life. Cavill was born on May 5, 1983, the fourth of 5 boys in a Roman Catholic family in St. Helier, Jersey, in the Channel Islands. His mother, William Dalgliesh, was a secretary in a bank. She was born in Jersey and is of Scottish, English and Irish heritage. His father, Colin Cavill, was born in Chester, England too, and was a stockbroker. He was educated at St. Michael's Preparatory School in St. Saviour, Jersey, before attending Stowe School in Stowe, Buckinghamshire in 2000. While playing rugby, 16-year-old Cavill met actor Russell Crowe, who was shooting on location at Stowe for the film Proof of Life. The actor shared some acting tips and later sent a package to his boarding school. The two actors later worked together on Man of Steel. Career. Cavill began his film career with a role in Laguna, 2001, and Kevin Reynolds' adaptation of The Count of Monte Cristo, 2002. He continued with appearances in BBC's The Inspector Lynley Mysteries, 2002, the television film Goodbye, Mr. Chips, 2002, and the television series Midsomer Murders, 2003. In 2003, he had a supporting role in I Captured the Castle, followed by Hellraiser, Hellworld, 2005, Red Riding Hood, 2006, and Tristan and Isolde, 2006. He had a minor role in Matthew Vaughn's adaptation of Stardust, 2007. Cavill attending the premiere of Whatever Works at the 2009 Tribeca Film Festival. From 2007 to 2010, Cavill had a leading role in Showtime's television series The Tudors, as Charles Brandon, 1st Duke of Suffolk. The series was commercially well received and it went on to be nominated for a Golden Globe in 2007 and won an Emmy in 2008. Cavill gave the show credit for bolstering his career. "It's done the most for me to date. Now that there's an audience somewhere in America that's aware of who I am, I have more sellability, because of The Tudors." Entertainment Weekly named him the most dashing Duke and praised his work on The Tudors for displaying charm, depth and a killer bod. Cavill had been set to play Superman in MCG's 2004 film, Superman, Flyby. MCG pulled out of the project and direction was taken over by director Bryan Singer, who recast Brandon Routh as the lead in Superman Returns. Cavill was also the cause of a write-in effort from fans to see him cast as Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, 2005. The role eventually went to Robert Pattinson. Stephenie Meyer, the author of the Twilight series, was outspoken in favor of Cavill playing the character of Edward Cullen in the Twilight film, calling him her perfect Edward. However, by the time production of the film began, Cavill was too old to play the character, and again the role went to Pattinson. Despite reports that he was a contender for Batman in Batman Begins, Cavill confirmed that he never auditioned for, nor was offered, the role. In 2005, Cavill was a final choice for the role of James Bond in Casino Royale. The producers and director Martin Campbell were torn between him and Daniel Craig. Reportedly Campbell supported Cavill but the producers preferred an older Bond. Craig ultimately landed the role. 15 years later in 2020, an artificial intelligence device chose Cavill as the optimal successor to Craig following Craig's retirement from the role following No Time to Die. While appearing in The Tudors, Cavill starred in director Joel Schumacher's horror film, Blood Creek, 2008, and had a supporting role in Woody Allen's comedy film Whatever Works, 2009. 19. He went on to play the lead role of Theseus in Tarsem Singh's mythological film, Immortals, released November 11, 2011, and starred, alongside Bruce Willis, in The Cold Light of Day released in 2012. On January 30, 2011, it was announced that Cavill had been cast in the role of Clark Kent/Superman in director Zack Snyder's Man of Steel. Snyder called Cavill a perfect choice to don the cape and shield. Entertainment media applauded Henry Cavill on his road to success. On being chosen for the role, Cavill commented, "In the pantheon of superheroes, Superman is the most recognized and revered character of all time, and I am honored to be a part of his return to the big screen." Cavill reprised the role of Superman in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, a 2016 sequel which featured a crossover with Batman and Wonder Woman. He attended the San Diego Comic-Con in disguise to surprise the cast of Suicide Squad. Cavill at the 2016 San Diego Comic-Con, Cavill returned as Superman in the 2017 theatrical version of Justice League, which had been reworked by director Joss Whedon after Snyder left the project due to a family tragedy. 31. He appeared again in Zack Snyder's Justice League, which premiered on HBO Max in March 2021 after an intense fan campaign to see the Snyder Cut. His manager Danny Garcia said in 2016 that he was working on a new standalone Superman film. Directors Matthew Vaughn and Christopher McQuarrie were reportedly interested. Shortly after the release of Justice League, Cavill revealed he was under contract to play Superman in one more film. In 2015, he co-starred with Armie Hammer in the film version of spy series A Man from U.N.C.L.E., directed by Guy Ritchie. In 2018, Cavill co-starred as August Walker in the action spy film Mission: Impossible, Fallout, the sixth installment of the film series. Later that year, he starred in the psychological thriller Night Hunter, originally titled Nomies. Cavill has expressed interest in taking over the role of James Bond after Daniel Craig leads the role. On September 4, 2018, it was announced that Cavill would be portraying the protagonist Geralt of Rivia in the Netflix adaptation of The Witcher. The series premiered on December 20, 2019. The series had its early premiere on Sluzwick Racetrack in Warsaw on December 18, 2019. On June 27, 2019, it was announced that Cavill would portray Sherlock Holmes in Legendary Entertainment's film adaptation of the Enola Holmes mysteries, with Millie Bobby Brown in the eponymous role. On May 13, 2021, it was announced that he would reprise his role in Enola Holmes 2. On May 21, 2021, it was announced that Cavill would portray the lead role in the reboot of Highlander, although his exact character is unknown. On July 8, 2021, it was reported that Cavill would join an all-star cast for director Matthew Vaughn's new spy film Argyll. The same month, an article by Deadline confirmed that he would star in The Rosie Project, directed by Steve Falk and based on the book of the same name, written by Australian author Graham Simpson. Cavill negotiated what was intended to be a one-time contract with Warner Brothers to return as Superman in Black Adam, and appeared in a cameo in the mid-credit scene of the film. Later a sequel to Man of Steel was put back in development, with Cavill set to return. He confirmed in October 2022 that he would appear in future DCU films and referred to his mid-credits cameo as just a very small taste of things to come. However, in December 2022 Cavill released a statement saying that his future involvement as Superman was no longer moving forward after meeting with new DC Studios executives James Gunn and Peter Safran. Cavill will re-team with director Guy Ritchie on the World War II spy film The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, with Jerry Bruckheimer producing. In late October 2022, Cavill and Netflix announced that he would exit from The Witcher after the third season, which would release in 2023, and will be replaced by Liam Hemsworth. After the acquisition of global rights to the Warhammer 40,000 franchise by Amazon Studios in December 2022, Cavill was attached to star in and executive produce projects related to it.